Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? Before we get started, grab that coffee, maybe a snack or two, and let's get into it, okay? So, this subscriber, I got her thinking. And when I get your brains going, I'm doing my job. So, she said, I was thinking this weekend after your video about what we're missing. Good. At least, I'm getting you guys thinking because, my brain doesn't stop, so I don't want your brains to stop either. We're in this together, right? She said, I store my canner in the garage because, hello, I live in Florida and I have no storage. Oh, you too, huh? She said, what if my ring or my seal goes bad on the canner? Yeah, I have backup seals for my canner, and they're actually really hard to come by. So when we find them, we buy them, She said, I want to get a new seal to have as a backup. I also invested in the Nesco, Nesco electric canner. I did lots of research and I love it. I can while I'm working, and this weekend I canned ground beef roast, and sweet potatoes. And this canning is smelling our house up, so I set up a table on my porch, and now I pressure can away, and no smell in the house. Yeah, because Trish and I have had this discussion, when we're pressure canning ground beef, it's like, it's gross. It has a smell to it. Also, sweet potatoes might be on sale with Easter coming, so it's a great pantry item. Yeah, it is. I've done sweet potatoes myself. Thrifty Produce had them on sale, and they're beautiful. They are fully cooked, so they will be best for mashed or sweet potato casserole. Now, I'm on to Sloppy Joe's. It's also helped me feed my family after work and not go to fast food due to cost of living going up. Yeah, I make those too. The kids love them, the Sloppy Joes and stuff like that. She said, I know me personally, potatoes is one thing I'm short on, so I have to go. I have work to do. Here are my goods from the weekend. And you did that in your electric pressure cooker canner? All right. I'm going to have to look into getting one because, honestly, I do a lot of, pressure canning, and so does Trish. And we've both run into the same problem. We have glass top stoves. A lot of people have glass top stoves, right? Raise your hand if you've got a glass top stove. Now, on my glass top stove, you got 4 burners, right? 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Now, the one in the back on the left-hand side, the small one on the left-hand side in the back, it stopped working. And my stove is 4 years old. But because I pressure can so much, it broke the one burner in the back. It stopped working. So, and Trish is going through the same thing. So, I did some research, okay, for not just for myself, but for you guys as well. And there's links in the description box below. The Nesco, I couldn't find links for. I found pressure cooker, but not pressure canner. So if you can email me back, all right, and give me, if you have a link to where you bought this thing, email me the link, and then in the next video or the next coming videos, I'll put the link, okay? And then I also found one, because I have a Presto pressure canner, a regular Presto pressure canner, and I found the Presto electric pressure canner. And I found that online, so I put that link in the description box below, okay? So, and they are more expensive than regular pressure canners. But what my way of thinking is, if it's going to save my stove from breaking down, because I'm going to have to go buy a new stove. And you know how much appliances cost, right? If buying an electric canner is going to save my new stove from breaking, Yeah, you know what? I think I'm willing to buy an electric pressure canner. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a heck of a lot more expensive, but if it's going to save my appliance, I think I'm willing to put out that extra money. You know what I'm saying? So here's the pictures that she sent me. Okay, and make sure you check out the link so you can see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about an electric pressure canner. Here you go. Now, also in the description box below, there's going to be a link to a video, okay? And this subscriber, her son sent her this link. It's about not drinking the city water or anything made with it. She said there will be more info coming in the next few days regarding it. I thought you might want to listen to it. All right, thank you. Yeah, it's about municipal water systems. They may be distributing toxins. Okay, so for those of us that buy bottled water, for those of us that have Berkeys, okay, you might want to start stocking up on more water, get more filters for your Berkeys and things like that. Okay, it's just so we can avoid using tap water. Okay, so that link is in the description box below as well. All right. So, you know, you guys, commercial break. All right, so now you guys know that Trish and I have been talking about shortages for quite some time, okay? And we told you that, you know, to look for when shortages start in the baking aisles and also when it comes to the baby aisles, like baby, infant, okay, stuff like that. And that's when the clock starts to tick, okay? And when the clock starts to tick, that's when you know we're in some serious shite, okay? Now, we've all been hearing about baby formula, okay? The recalls and now the shortages, okay? Now, Walgreens, okay, we all shop at Walgreens, whether it's for preps or just to get our prescriptions, yes? Okay. Now, Walgreens, what they're doing is they're rationing now, okay? Infant formula is in such short supply that Walgreens, okay, and U.S. retailers have begun rationing, all right? A combination of supply chain and major baby formula recall earlier this year has exacerbated the shortages, okay? At least 29% of the top selling baby formula products, okay, like we're talking like Enfamil, okay, stuff like that, the top selling, okay, the products were out of stock by mid-March, okay? Now, according to an analysis by Data Assembly, which tracked baby formula stock at 11,000 retailers, okay? This is a shocking number that you don't see for other categories. Now, it's been tracked over time, and it's going up dramatically. This category is being affected by economic conditions more dramatically than other categories, okay? Now, America's second largest pharmacy, which is Walgreens, okay? You've got Walgreens, you've got CVS, you've got Rite Aid, you've got, okay, right? with over 9,000 locations, announced it will ration baby formula. Now, this is me talking, okay? There's going to be chaos when it comes to this, okay? If young parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents can't get their hands on baby formula to feed their young infants and toddlers, because infants and children are supposed to be on baby formula. If they're not breastfed, they're supposed to be on baby formula until they're a year old, okay? And I remember that from when Andrew was born, okay, because that's what the pediatrician said. They're supposed to be on formula until they're a year old, okay? And that's when, you can start giving them regular milk, like either if it's a skim milk, 1%, 2%, or whole milk, okay? Unless they're lactose intolerant, which is what Andrew was. He still is to this day. Can you imagine, okay, what's coming down the pipeline now, okay? You're going to start to see what Trish and I were trying to tell you over a year ago. It's going to be chaos. You saw what was happening in Lebanon, Venezuela, okay, and all these other countries when parents couldn't get their hands on something as small as powdered milk to give their children. Now imagine baby formula. An infant can't have powdered milk. Their bellies can't handle regular dairy. They have to have the baby formula or breast milk. But in some cases, infants can't have breast milk because they're a colic or they're allergic to the breast milk. Okay, like Andrew, I couldn't breastfeed him. I mean, I know I'm getting, personal with you, but it's the God's honest truth. I couldn't do that with Andrew. He had to be on a prescription formula. It was by Enfamil. It was called Nutramigen, because he was so colicky and lactose intolerant that he had to be on Nutramigen. Okay, and it was awful what my poor son went through when he was an infant. It was terrible. So, these are things that, is coming down the pipeline. And when I tell you guys, please pay attention, please listen. If you can stock up now, stock up. Even if you have a baby on the way, get it now. Okay, please. And I know, a lot of you guys are on food stamps or WIC, women, infant, and children, stuff like that. Even if you're on WIC, if you can't get the baby formula, I don't know what to say. And I know that formula is expensive. I remember when, I had to get the Nutramigen for Andrew. Now, Andrew's going to be 24. So 24 years ago, Nutramigen was $20 a can. I can only imagine what it is now. Do they even still sell Nutramigen? I don't even know. So a spokesman, for the company confirmed consumers are only limited to 3 baby formula products per transaction due to increased demand and various supplier issues, okay? And besides the Rona-related shortage of formula and other vital ingredients, packaging woes, and soaring freight costs and labor shortages, a major baby formula recall in January, you remember me talking about that, exacerbated the shortages. And consumers, they have noticed shortages at retailers as internet searches for baby formula shortage, rocket to the highest level ever. Okay, so if you were to Google baby formula shortage, you're going to see it all over the place. Okay, Now, this is just more evidence that America is on its way to becoming, and I deemed the term Venezuela. Okay, so it's on its way into becoming Venezuela as shortages of items persist. And the highest inflation in 4 decades is crushing households. It's crushing. Okay, are we going to be able to survive this? I don't know. I don't have answers. I wish I did. I really do. I really wish I did. And it pains me. It really does, because I know a lot of us and a lot of yous guys, okay, you live paycheck to paycheck. You're single parents and things like that, and you're trying to make it by day. And you're putting preps away, and you email me and you're saying, look, I did this week. And I'm like, oh, I'm so proud of you, because I really, truly am. Okay? Because guess what? You're a heck of a lot better off than those who are blind. Okay? So, guys, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. I love you. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less.